Right, so it's what you call the morning after, and if you started the show with us at 10 o'clock, you'll be hearing reactions coming through from analysts across board. What the morning after is for Skye Bank, now Polaris Bank taken over by NDIC, providing that bridge into what may be a new future for these commercial lender troubled for a number of years, taking on administration first by the central bank in July 2006. The board of management got their contracts renewed in July this year. Now the central bank came in and said they're withdrawing the license of this commercial lender, Skye Bank PLC, handing it over to NDIC and AMCON to recapitalize north of 700 billion naira, in addition to what the central bank injection had been, hundreds of billions of naira over the last 2 years. We have no financial statements of this bank on the street. The shares have been trading for 2.5 years on the Nigerian Stock Exchange without a single financial statement. Folks are asking question, how did that happen for 2.5 years, a bank with no financial statement, and the shares climbing almost 50% gain this year? So, until all the plugs were pulled on Friday, Skye Bank PLC shares was trading 77 kobo on the Nigerian Stock Exchange. Let's continue to look at the morning after. Still early and fresh. Questions have been asked. Investors, what comes back to them? Will they get a bit of a piece of the pie when we have new owners to pick up Polaris Bank? Will they get a bit of what they currently have back in as part of their investment? Temple Ashaju, back to you at the stock exchange, the trading floor. What more are we learning at this point, Temple? What are the sentiments out there the morning after?
Thank you so much, Bosun. I think nothing has really changed. Remember that a lot of the traders will tell you that they've already priced in the fact that Skye Bank was really already volatile before the whole pronouncement by the central bank and takeover by AMCON and, of course, Polaris Bank. The fact that the bank had issues a long time ago created room for investors to quickly make exit, except for the few who might want to be really, really speculative. And I'm sure those are the few that got their fingers burnt on Friday when they invested in over 2 million units of shares of Skye Bank last week. So the CBN has already pronounced those shares, those investments rather, are gone as we speak, and it doesn't look like they're going to be coming back again. That's one of the risks that you face as a trader or as a capital market investor generally, you know, in this climb. So, but then moving on, the sentiment towards financial services stocks hasn't really changed. As we speak, the banking stocks, banking indices is doing positive by some 1-point-something%. You got investors going for the likes of UBA, Diamond Bank is also doing well. You also have Zenith Bank as well as Access Bank that is doing more than 0.3% as we speak. You got Diamond Bank doing 0.10% in the market. First Aluminium from the industrial goods segment is also doing good as we speak. And these are battered stocks already. They're downtrodden in terms of share price. You look at them, they're very cheap. It's easy for investors to go for them, and that was exactly what also panned out last week. That's the level of sentiment we see also coming through this week for investors as they continue to go by way of bargain hunting, taking advantage on these stocks with fundamentals. But then earlier, one of the guests that we had talked about the fact that some of these banking stocks have issues, and that for now doesn't really bother traders, because the issue that some of them really have isn't as much as what Skye Bank has. I mean, Skye Bank, for example, didn't declare earnings for more than 2 calendar years, and so these are the ones that you have, except for Fidelity Bank that is yet to declare its own half-year earnings for 2018. Things really look good for speculative investors as we speak, Bosun.
Okay, Temple, thank you very much. This is the morning after. Tomorrow will be another morning after the Skye Bank Skyfall. Let's leave it there for today. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.